What was the role of the Great Powers in the Treaty of Lausanne? Have you ever wondered how the major powers shaped the political map of Southeast Europe after World War I? The Treaty of Lausanne, signed in 1923, is a key piece of that puzzle. The Great Powers, including Britain, France, Italy, and Japan, played a significant role in this treaty. Their involvement was essential in redefining the political landscape of Southeast Europe and the Near East. Initially, the Treaty of Sèvres was created in 1920 to dismantle the Ottoman Empire. The Great Powers aimed to divide its territories among themselves and their allies. This plan included giving large parts of Anatolia to Greece, creating an independent Armenia, and establishing a Kurdish state. The Great Powers were motivated by their desire to expand their influence and secure strategic advantages in the region. However, the rise of the Turkish National Movement under Mustafa Kemal Ataturk changed everything. The government in Ankara rejected the Treaty of Sèvres and refused to accept the territorial losses. Their military successes against Greek forces and the weakening authority of the Ottoman Sultan forced the Great Powers to rethink their approach. During the Lausanne Conference from 1920 to 1923, the Great Powers negotiated with the Turkish National Movement to create a new treaty. Key players included Britain, France, Italy, Greece, Romania, and the Kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes. Britain's Foreign Secretary, Lord Curzon, led the Allied delegation. The United States, represented by Admiral Mark L. Bristol, supported Turkish efforts, although it did not formally sign the treaty. The Great Powers had to balance their strategic interests with the realities on the ground. They recognized the sovereignty of the new Republic of Turkey and accepted its control over Anatolia and eastern Thrace. This meant abandoning previous plans for partition. They also relinquished claims to Turkish Arab provinces, which fell under British and French mandates, and dropped demands for Kurdish autonomy and Armenian territorial claims within Turkey. The Treaty of Lausanne formalized new borders for Greece, Bulgaria, and Turkey. It also regulated the status of the Turkish Straits, declaring them open to all shipping. The Great Powers agreed to population exchanges between Greece and Turkey to reduce ethnic conflicts. However, this also resulted in significant demographic changes. From the perspective of Southeast Europe, the Great Powers' role in the Treaty of Lausanne marked a turning point. Their initial plans to carve up the Ottoman Empire were overturned by Turkish nationalist resistance. This led to a new balance of power in the region. The treaty marked the end of imperial ambitions in Anatolia and recognized Turkey as a sovereign nation-state. This recognition influenced political stability and borders in Southeast Europe. However, the Great Powers' decisions also contributed to forced population exchanges and the decline of multi-ethnic coexistence that had characterized the region under Ottoman rule. In practical terms, the Great Powers' acceptance of the Treaty of Lausanne shifted from direct colonial control to influence through mandates and spheres of interest. This stabilized Southeast Europe's borders and reduced immediate conflict between Greece and Turkey. Ultimately, this set the stage for the modern political map of the region and established Turkey as a key player in Southeast European and Near Eastern affairs.